Today we're in Key West, Florida. The Wake View is the best view. It's the Glass Bottom Boat Tour. This is episode 39 of the vlog from when we went down to Key West in September of 2020. We're heading out about 6 miles away from Key West to go do the Glass Bottom Boat Tour, where we get a chance to check out the reef and everything, all the tropical marine life down there. It's a very cool excursion, only takes a couple of hours, and highly recommend it.
Seats, get knee long, don't swing your legs through.
So impressive. Basically just some background information, and of course we'll hop into the things below the boat. Having said that though, there are over 500 species of fish. We have 70 types of sharks. There are stingrays, barracudas, sea turtles, all those things could show up while we're here. So if you see anything that you want information on, just get my attention. I'll do my best to see what it was that you saw, and hopefully I can identify that for you. Now, we're actually 6 miles out. What you need to remember, though, is that we left Key West. I know that you are aware of that, but it plays an important little role in the trip. Key West itself is sitting 110 miles from the mainland of Florida. So being that we left an island today, it's actually more accurate to say that you're not just 6 miles out, but you're currently 116.2 miles out into the open Atlantic Ocean. There are not many places in the world, all the bodies of water around it, that you can go 6 or 116 miles out and still have this nice of conditions. Fairly calm seas, very shallow, that's for sure. The depth is actually how this area got its name. We've got you guys at a small section that's called the Eastern Dry Rocks. Unfortunately, we can't see the entire reef line on this trip. If we tried on this boat to make our way down the reef line, this reef line is 238 miles long. It would take over 24 hours, and I'm positive that none of you want Cheetos and Pepsis for that long. So we're staying at the dry rocks. Those of you who are standing up, if you glance off to the right-hand side, unfortunately, just because of the angle of the sun, you can't see a discoloration. But you can see another Fury boat over there. That's one of the snorkeling boats. If anybody had friends that went swimming this evening, that's where they ended up. But just behind that boat, if you look closely, you'll see a little black pole sticking out of the water. That marks the center part of the dry rocks. And we're moving towards low tide right now, so if I had to take a guess, I'd say the area surrounding that little black pole is only about 1.5 feet deep. Very shallow over in that little bit. Extremely low tides that usually only happen once or maybe twice a month, depending on the lunar cycle. The corals will actually become exposed. The tide level drops down so far. And if you come out here during one of those peak lows, it actually will just look like a big pile of rocks sitting there. So that's why they named it Dry Rocks. Real simple way to get a name, basically just what it looked like, but it warns other people. You look at a map and you see dry rocks, you definitely want to steer around that section. You don't want to, of course, run aground. As far as hitting things go, people ask me that from time to time. Have you guys ever hit anything out there? Or could we hit something while we're over the reef? The honest answer to that is yes, we could. No, we have not. Captain Brian, of course, has got plenty of experience under his belt. I'm pretty sure this is his 3rd day now, and he has not hit a single thing. So I'm proud of him. Joking, of course, but it is a very shallow section to work in. If you decide to rent a boat while you're out here, the Keys, just remember one little trick. It's brown, run aground. The water out here is either blue or green. So if you don't see, or if you see something brown right under the surface, this is what's going on. Coral heads, seagrass flats, sandbars, There's all kinds of different ways you can find yourself running aground, but